Here's the new project, y'all. Out, get a little POV drive. We're gonna pull up to a spot so I can give you guys a proper walk around, all that stuff. But you guys can see we got parts back here. Oh my god, I miss this car so much. Oh my god, I really can't be getting in the boost on this car though. I gotta go ahead and baby it a little bit for like 300 more miles. And I gotta the whole idle has to relearn because the battery was dead. So I really can't be getting on it, but oh my goodness. This car got turn signal, so it's technically more streetable than the other car. Whew! I hope you guys can hear the blow off valve. I really do. And like this clutch, it's so different than the Mustang. This whole car is so different. Like the clutch in here is so much lighter. It is a South Bend stage 3 clutch. Man. So this is good for like, I think 400 foot-pounds of torque, because they rate these clutches differently than in the 2 valves. These are rated for torque. The 2 valves, some of them rated for horsepower, some of them rated for torque, but on this platform entirely, the clutches are rated for torque, because that's what, you know, ends up fucking them up. Because I went through like 2 clutches already in this car at 2 different power settings. So this is the most aggressive clutch I have in here, but at the same time, it does feel just like stock, because it's designed to be just like stock. So had to pay a pretty penny for that, but I wanted a stock-like feel. But still be able to hold a lot of power, because this car can make a lot of power. You guys can see the boost gauge. I start building boost at like 3,000. Like the turbo, it starts to spool instantly in this thing, man, because it's a high compression motor. This is like a 12 5-to-1 built motor in here, so it spools up this turbo instantly. So when I actually get out it, after I do this break-in miles, I got 398 to go, and then I gotta do the oil change, then we can kind of start getting on it. This thing is gonna be moving out. I gotta remember how to drive this thing, man. It's so different than the 2 valve. Like my downshifting, my rev matching is kind of bad. I'm so not used to it. Like 7 pounds of boost right there. I mean, it kicks in instantly. There is some, you know, obvious obviously miles on the motor though too, because it was broken in. Like they did like a partial break-in on the dyno. It's on like it's like on a how should I say, a very conservative tune right now. Same time, it still makes pretty damn good power. Like this car will walk the hell out the 2-valve. Even on this setting, I know it would. This car would really walk the hell out the 2-valve. And when it's turned up, man, dude, I'm gonna give you guys a walk around, you know, breakdown. If you guys want to get an in-depth video on what's actually done inside this motor, I will make that video as well. It feels so nice being in here. I still gotta get used to how to drive this damn thing. The clutch is so different. I'm gonna end up being a new clutch before I even fucking get this braking miles done. Yeah, dude, I forgot how quick this damn turbo spools, bro. Not really trying to. Ooh, shit! I almost fucked that up. Cut. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today's a great day. What you guys see behind me is my 2013 Scion FRS. This is actually the first car that I've owned that I've started to modify even before the 2-valve. So if you guys are new to the channel and unaware, this is that second project, or technically the first project that I've always had that now is done and ready to rip. Well, at least after I go ahead and do the break-in miles. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications. I'm gonna go ahead and break down what's done to this car, what I'm gonna do to this car, and kind of what sparked this whole obsession, I would say, because at this point it kind of is an obsession of building cars that technically people say are not worth it. I'm gonna do a quick walk around the car, and then I'm gonna go ahead and break down the engine bay, because obviously that's the most important part of this entire build. Honestly, that's the most important part of all my builds. But just from looking at the car, you guys can tell that this is far from a stock 2013 FRS as far as motor work goes. Now you guys can probably also tell just from the appearance of this car and also the appearance of the 2-valve, I like to keep that OEM plus look. I really wouldn't consider it a sleeper look, because I mean, these cars don't really look sleeper, especially the 2-valve with that cowl hood and the tire. But I think you would say this is technically a sleeper build, just because, like I said, OEM plus look here. No wide body, none of that. I don't really like wide bodies in all reality. I like to keep my car stock body. I threw that money in the hood, or under the hood, I should say. But this is pretty much the build. Let's go ahead and break down under the hood, which it does need to get a detail because it's been sitting for like a 1.5 years, and I do have vented hood here. But this is a fully built FA20 2013 Scion FRS. It's not the same block that I actually had when I picked this car up originally way back. I didn't get this car in 2013, but I got it about, I want to say like 2.5, 3 years ago. This is an IAG Staged motor. I'm actually going to show you guys that they actually stamp their motors. If you guys can see down there, you can actually see the IAG stamp. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that they do that, because now if somebody knows what they're looking at, they know it's a built motor car. Because I could literally be like, hey, it's just a stock FRS, makes 250 horsepower. Can't really do that if they know what they're looking at. It does have ARP Headstuds, side bolts. It has machine heads. Pretty much everything you would need to support a respectable amount of horsepower, I have done in this car. I have a Greddy T518z Turbo, which I actually am going to be upgrading to a Garrett GTX 3076R Gen 2, or I might just go ahead and get a G Series 660, depending on what I can get faster, because I want to see if I can modify this current turbo kit to accept the 3076R Gen 2 or the 660. But if I can't, this turbo kit will be for sale. I'll let you guys know, because I am going to be upgrading this turbo kit, because theoretically this turbo kit is for the stock motors. Obviously with the built setup, I'm going with the bigger turbo, but you actually can get a lot of power out of this. As you guys saw from the POV, this motor, this 12.5-to-1 compression motor with this smallest turbo spools up almost instantaneously. I have a JDL 700 horsepower upgraded intercooler, so it's kind of a hybrid kit. I have a JDL oil cooler as well, so if I do upgrade the turbo, it's going to be a JDL kit, just so everything is kind of the same. But Greddy and JDL, Greddy kind of made the first turbo kits for this car. JDL modified it, arguably made a better version, and I'm just going to be kind of just streamlining the build. You guys can see the oil cooler lines here. I have a 6-Star Motorsports boost controller at a shop out in Illinois. They did not build this car. This car was built by Tony Motive Performance in Glenview. Definitely go ahead and give him a ring if you guys are interested in doing anything BRZ related, Mustang related. Hit him up, man. He actually is the one that built this motor. He put the blower on the 2 valves, so 100% go ahead and hit him up, man. I'm gonna link him in the top of the description. Great guy. Literally, he's the only person I trusted to do this right, because like I said, I'm from Illinois. I moved to Texas. I literally kept this car in Illinois just so he can go ahead and touch it, because I didn't trust anybody else. I have Radium catch can over here. I need to get a new battery because that battery's old as fuck. I need to get some new bolts here for the strut tower and everything here, but it's on BC racing coilovers. People can talk all they want about BC, but I mean, let's get the job done. Theoretically, I should put this thing on some like KWs, but you guys can see there, and that's pretty much all that's done to the motor. Built motor, turbo kit, supporting mods, and this car is on E85. This car does have a flex fuel sensor. It does have a I can't remember the name of the company. Oh my god, I bought it a while ago. But it does have a flex fuel sensor, so it is on E85. P-Tuning has a P-Tuning flex fuel sensor. This car is on E85. So you can run on 93 E85, but obviously E85 is the way to go for these cars. Stock brakes, definitely should upgrade them. But you guys can see I do have some 18 by 9.5 work Kiwami wheels. These are actually the real work wheels. I actually got them powder coated bronze, so they're kind of the bronze that TE37 had, but they discontinued it, so I kind of just threw them on this because these were originally black. It's on some Toyo R888R tires. These are 255/35 18s, and I have a square set, so it's 255/35 18 all the way around. So this car hooks and books and corners like a motherfucker. So pretty much a perfect setup in my opinion. These tires obviously are outdated now. There's some better tire brands which I'm going to be switching to, but still going to be looking into, you know, what I'm going to be upgrading these to. Something a little bit different, because there definitely are some better tires to run. R888Rs they've kind of ran their course. But I have the OEM STI side skirts on this car here. As you guys can see, the car is so dirty, I gotta wash it. Like I said, I picked it up last night and it was storming. Is what it is. I got the OEM STI rear spats as well. Literally, this is just an OEM build, man. Complete OEM build. As far as the exhaust goes, this is actually a custom exhaust, fully custom 101. This is actually a center exit exhaust. As you guys can see here, it comes out of the shape of the 4th brake light. So that's kind of what I'm working with right now. Three-inch from the turbo back, so this thing is definitely ready to be upgraded. Actually, I think the downpipe's 2.5, but I have a 2.5 adapter for the rest of the exhaust, so when I do upgrade the turbo kit, I just need to get a 3-inch downpipe and we'll be ready to go. Let me go ahead and give you guys an interior walk around. These are actually the OEM bucket seats. These cars do come with bucket style seats. They're OEM. I have the rear seats in here. It's pretty much a full weight car, completely full weight. I have a Sparco quick release steering wheel, boost, oil pressure, AFR that I have to go ahead and re-hook up, and pretty much the interior is just all OEM plus, man. Just black OEM shift knob, a racing boot, Alcantara leather here, black the buttons out here, and that's pretty much it, man. OEM plus, quick release. I theoretically should probably put the stock steering wheel in here though, because this car, it makes enough power now that I really should just go ahead and put a stock steering with the airbag, just to be safe. It doesn't make 190 horsepower anymore. Makes almost 5 times that, so definitely need to go ahead, or I should say it makes like what, 3 times that. That should go ahead and upgrade it. Gotta do some TLC. I will make a video going over how you guys can kind of detail these cars, because you guys can see here I do got some like scuff marks, so I gotta go ahead and buff that out. Buff it out right here, or I could just put a front lip and hide it, which might not be a bad idea. I had a front lip on here, but I fucked it up because it's so low. People talk about fitment with the 2-valve. How about these apples? I mean, come on now. Come on now. There's a reason why I have the 2-valve the way it is. Come on now. There's a reason why I have the 2-valve the way it is. I don't want to hear nobody talking about Ears doesn't know how to have good fitment. Come on now. This is why. Some cars just don't need it. These do, however. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. I can do like a whole breakdown of like the whole motor in depth, turbo kit setup, everything if y'all want, but I want to show you guys the new project. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I'm really happy to get this car back. Like I said, there's gonna be some things I'm gonna do to this car. I thought about actually selling it, but at the same time, just jumping back in it, I literally knew as soon as I jumped back in this damn car, I was gonna start spending money on it again. I knew it, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck. But my butt hits, man. I haven't been in this car in a 1.5 years. I mean, it's ready to roll, literally ready to roll. Oh, I did forget to say, the transmission is not built, but like I said, I don't know if I actually did say it in the beginning of the video. I think I did though. Pretty sure I did. I do have a spare transmission, so I'm either gonna get that transmission built or just say fuck it, send this one, and then when this one does eventually die on me, just swap it in. Haven't really decided yet. If you guys are in the Houston area, let me know down in the comment section who are the go-to fellas to go to, that rhymed, to get, you know, work done, transmissions rebuilt, because I would definitely want to get some carbon synchros and that spare trans I have. Definitely reinforce second, third, and fourth, because you will shred fourth on these cars with the amount of power that I'm putting down. Right now I think this car makes about 300 wheel. Turned up, it's gonna be around 400 on this turbo, and then obviously with the different turbo kit you can turn up even more. But if you guys enjoy, drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, let me know what y'all think, man. Damn, man, I really said, I was like, man, I'm not gonna spend no more money on this car, but fuck, now that I got, I'm like, man, I gotta put a bigger turbo on this thing. I want to like track this car too, because it's not like, this is technically not a roll car. Like, I didn't build this to be a roll car. I built this to be like a reliable, fun daily driver. We know how that goes. Track car, oriented car, whatever. But now I'm like, damn, I really could just put a bigger turbo on it, have multiple settings. I have multiple boost settings. Like, I have a 9 psi map, I have a 12 and a 15 right now, so I could theoretically just upgrade the turbo, you know, have a high boost map, and then drive around regularly, like 300 wheel horsepower, which is still pretty quick in these fucking things. But yeah, as far as like future upgrades, like I said, bigger turbo, but like if I were to look into getting lightweight brakes, if I put a drag pack on this shit, I think till it makes some seat. Let me stop, man. This thing would be crazy. 500 wheel, like 2,400 pounds with me in it. Holy shit. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one though, man. Let me stop. Peace.